Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From bounding into comics, Disney claims first annual loss in over 40 years, reports revenue loss of $5 billion. Some proofreading required here. The Walt Disney Company continues to struggle in 2020 as entertainment conglomerate first more proofreading problems, has reported its first annual financial loss in over 40 years, suffering a loss of over $5 billion in revenue as a direct result of the ongoing flu pandemic. As per MarketWatch, according to the company, November 12th quarterly report, Disney's fourth quarter losses totaled $710 million, which led the company to suffer its second consecutive red quarter. Prior to 2020, Disney had not reported a quarterly loss since 2001, when the company ceased operations of the internet search portal Go.com and had not seen back-to-back quarterly losses since 1996. Disney also reported an annual grand total of $2.83 billion in losses, which marks the first time the company has marked an annual loss since 1980. Holy shit, I'm off my game today. What a pathetic little idiot I am. Are you sure that it might actually be just due to the pandemic? Let's read this paragraph and see if it's that thing. Wuhan flu has been cited as the main reason for Disney's financial nightmare, with the company also reporting that the ongoing pandemic cost them $7.4 billion in operating income, which most of its drops coming from its theme parks, experiences, and consumer products, which includes Marvel Comics. There you go. There you go. That's where it is, the draining of money. From the park, I kind of understand why, considering the Chinese caused Wuhan virus, Wuhan flu, and things like that. I kind of understand it. So that's for sure. But on the Marvel, now that's where the thing is, the cherry of the entire thing. Wait, did they actually finally do the new comics? It felt like they were on hold or things like that. The New Warriors, which is the safe space and Snowflake and things like that. The Fatso and the other thingy here. But apparently, did they release it? Well, that would be pathetic. As for its film division, production delays to the upcoming Marvel films such as Black Widow and the Eternals and the continued widespread closures of theaters led to... What? Jesus Christ. Dude, you're a nice little website that I do a lot of news. You're not pathetic little loser like me with very low production values. Dude, proofread before you press send. Anyway, led to Disney pulling in just $1.6 billion, a drop of $1.71 billion from its $3.31 billion cinematic revenue in 2019. Okay, this feels more like number soup, which is what I like to call when there's a lot of numbers and if you join them all together, it becomes kind of a soupy soup. Additionally, the company's total revenue also suffered a significant drop, with Disney reporting only $14.71 billion in 2020 compared to $19.1 billion total in the same period last year, for a grand total of $5 billion in revenue loss. Well, that's kind of understandable considering the pandemic with the parks, but the other understandable thing is when you go absolutely fucking woke, you go absolutely fucking broke. Especially with Marvel, their comic division, kind of losing a lot of money. And then we have absolutely the Star Wars problems, and it's merchandising, the merch division and things like that going bankrupt, with people not even wanting the things for free. Even I don't want their new trilogy crap, because it's horrendous. The trilogy that came out, the new trilogy of the Star Wars, the Disney trilogy, let's call it, it's absolutely crap. But the comic book division is absolutely disastrous too, because let's face it, who the fuck will buy their Marvel comics? I have already said that, and I even showed that I own the last fucking comic book I bought in 2017 from Deadpool. It's absolutely horrendous. Bad story, crappy writing, and more. But the only comics that I actually recommend from Disney is from their actual, their main characters. You know, Donald Duck, Mickey, and things like that. Those are the only ones I recommend. That is basing in on the fact that they haven't changed the actual stories or the things, or didn't add any woke shit. Because I haven't bought them as of late on the new stories. I've only acquired the remastered or reprinted versions of, for instance, Don Rosa and Carl Barks, which is a treasure trove on stories and quality drawing. This is one, not remastered, it's kind of a reprint, but it's from a surrender language. Or in this case, the surprise language of 2020, you know, French, the one that Macron decided to, well, stand up and have a spine. But are they still holding their spine? Do they still have a spine? Technically, kind of bent a bit, considering they congratulated Biden and they haven't waited for the actual announcement of who is the winner of the American presidential candidate run. You know, they're still on the loose with Trump and Biden, but they decided to congratulate Biden instead. Either way, let's show it to you. This is from Carlbox, from In Surrender Language. As you can see here, the quality of the drawing is astounding. Let's see. No, the other side, there you go. Here it is. As you can see, look at the quality of the drawing. And that's in, what, in the 60s, 70s, things like that, where it was first drawn. Look at the amazing quality. And things like that, you can't see that anymore on the new Marvel comics. In most cases, it's absolutely horrendous, the quality of the drawing, of their new comics. Like I said, it's atrocious. Look, it's absolutely amazing. Let's see if I can find another good one, which looks better on a camera from Logitech. Let's see. Oh, here it is, a good one. Look. This is what I'm talking about. Look at the quality. Look at this. Okay, the other page. There you go. There you go. Well, this is pathetic. Oh well, low production values and all that shit. Look at how good it is. Look. You can't actually find this in most of the new comics today coming out of Marvel. They are pretty much disastrous. They may actually have a good ink quality in most cases because it's done by computer, and this one is before of the reprint and remaster, but and the drawings and the paint is actually done manually in most cases. Why? It's absolutely disquieting and sad to see how Marvel went down the drain. You can see how the quality is absolutely incredible. Look at this. Look at this drawing. Look. Look at that. You can't actually see something this good on today's comics. It's amazing. Let's see, does it say out? No, it only says August on the print here. Yeah, it doesn't say the year, but considering the quality and the year $1.50, yeah, it's probably in the 70s ish. Let's see if it shows Uncle Scrooge. Oh, at least this one is still in English. What in surrender language? See? This is what I'm talking about. This is the quality I want from my comics. Good story, great drawing, and it makes you feel like you're there. Oh well, it's a disaster that keeps on giving. The woke culture, making things go broke and lower quality. Alright, let's keep on reading. During Thursday's report, CEO Bob Chapek recognized it being a year unlike any other in our lifetimes and certainly in the history of the Walt Disney Corporation, but also assured investors that all was not lost, as the real bright spot has been our direct-to-consumer business, which is the key to the future of our company. Another thing that you need to be aware of is that the lockdowns will definitely cause the mom-and-pop shops, the normal restaurants and things like that doesn't have a big backup of a big corporation to go bankrupt and close down, and that has already happened everywhere in the whole wide world. Corporations like Disney, Amazon and things like that, they do have a big fat bank account that can minimize the impacts of a lockdown. For instance, Amazon, because of the way they serve their customers, which it doesn't have an actual physical store, but a warehouse and send things via mail, actually saw its profits skyrocket. Disney obviously saw it, as you can see here, a big loss, partially because of their parks situation, and the movie theaters, as you saw, which is closed down, as mentioned in the article, but the biggest loss is due to the wokeness as well. They do still have a large account, a bank account, to offset the costs of the lockdown and pandemics. But if this keeps going, even Disney will suffer its consequences. Amazon, on the other hand, will not. Let's keep reading. Our health and safety protocols are all science-based. I have support of labor unions representing 99 of our only cast members. That's talking about their movie revenue and things like that. But let's see. Chapek spoke the continued closure of Disney parks, particularly in California. Oh yeah, California. It's absolutely difficult even to operate a very large business in there, based on the taxes and all the socialist crapola going on in there. Anyway, and expressed how Disney leadership was extremely disappointed that the state of California continues to keep Disneyland closed despite of proven track record. Well, it's hippie land. It's their woke shit. Remember the hippies with their anti-vaccine belief, in which they keep on insisting that natural cures is better than vaccines, and had a measles outbreak a few years ago, I think in 2016, in Disneyland Park in California because of that. Oh well, hopefully, even though I may disagree with a lot of politics behind Disney's current woke culture and all things like that, I don't want anybody to get fired. I might get some pleasure in seeing, for instance, when their woke shit end up causing some journalist or woke idiots getting fired. I might get a small little pressure, but still the pleasure doesn't outweigh the sadness that I see people losing their jobs. Look, it's kind of like this in pleasure and this in sadness, so it doesn't quite outweigh one the other. So it's sad, but it's disappointing too, because I actually like Disney, especially the stuff that they made. Look, Don Rosa, Cowbox, things like this. This is absolutely amazing stuff. And it's sad seeing things like this that we may end up losing due to some weird lockdown, especially with the bid coming up in the next year as a president, if he gets elected, actually confirmed. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more of this disastrous little videos that I make, because obviously you still like them. Otherwise, you wouldn't be coming back. Are you a masochist? Don't forget to hit the notification bell too, so good night.